Hi, and thanks for joining us here on TiltTrek. Today we are in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and we are coming on down to Player One Up Rock Hill. This is an amazing place with a great collection of some of the beautiful modern games that you'll see, but also some of the great classics. We're going to have a blast. So come on, join us. It's going to be a good one. All right, and welcome to Player One Up Rock Hill. We enter into the bar restaurant area with the illuminated trans lights to give you off that pinball kind of feel. We're below grade, and up here on one of the landings is the greatest Pac-Man game I've ever played. It's the first game where I get to eat other Pac-Men. It's really cool. We've got a full bar and a restaurant that serves some delicious food, as well as some of our sit-down racers, as well as a skee ball, a Walking Dead. We get hints of a air hockey table and even a punching game, but we're here for the pinball, and we enter first into the rock section, followed by CGC lineup, including all of their current games. I wonder if they'll get the next new one. And as we travel past Cactus Canyon, we see a Champion pub. Holy cow, this thing is good looking. I really look forward to playing this one later on, because that's a must play. We got a Twilight Zone sitting next to an Addams Family, Creatures from the Black Lagoon, and a Theater of Magic. Beautiful condition machine. Tommy sitting next to a Jurassic Park, some Jersey Jacks in the form of Guns N' Roses and Willy Wonka, an Avengers, and look at this Batman 66 with Topper and including a Batmobile that lights up. Not sure if you could see the afterburner, but it was lighting. And we get an LE Star Wars with the rare R2-D2 Topper sitting next to a Mandalorian, and we get into our modern Sterns with a Guardians of the Galaxy, a gorgeous Rush, a Deadpool, the King of the Monsters Godzilla, and of course, James Bond. What a heck of a lineup. This is really a place to be in South Carolina for all of your pinball needs. Hi, Glenn Hoffman.
Hey, Brandon Hipkins.
Brandon, nice to meet you. So, Brandon, who are you here at Player One Up Rock Hill? This place is great.
I am the game operations manager, so I'm responsible for each and every game in here and its functionality, make sure it's all working so everyone can come and enjoy it.
Wow. How long have you been doing that?
So I've been doing that for about 3.5 years here now. So I go through, make sure all the pinballs, everything is ticking as it's supposed to.
Wow. What's your background then? How did you get into pinball maintenance and everything that is pinball?
Well, as far as me getting into pinball, it kind of fell in my lap with the pandemic. I was normally a pool shooter, and I started playing more pinball, realized you could get good at it, and I liked it, so kept going with it. Getting into the machines, my boss, he really wanted me to get in there and find the deeper meaning of all the little parts and everything, make sure everything's firing the way it's supposed to. That way, everyone that comes in and they see a game, they get excited, it plays exactly as they remember. Because we got a lot of good classics that, if they're not working just right, it turns people away real quick.
Oh, absolutely. And then, so then I'm going to jump real quick. Because of the fact that you have one of the neatest structures for how you get people to play pinball who maybe just came to have a beer at the bar or have food from the restaurant. Instead, you're using a methodology that gets people to go play games. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so every Sunday through Wednesday here at Player One Up, every drink you purchase, non-alcoholic or alcoholic, you get 2 game tokens. So as far as coming in, get you a drink, get you 2 tokens, go back there and play your game. Next thing you know, you're gonna want to play more games.
So for every beer, I get to go play a game of pinball.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty good deal. And then you have other sort of like a bundle specials or whatever?
Yeah, so we have all kinds of food combos, 2-topping pizza and 20 tokens for $20, pretty sweet deal. If you're feeling a little more hungry, we got your appetizer and pizza for 30 with 40 tokens. So come on back and play some games while your food's being made. Shouldn't take too long though.
I bet your family would love that. Are you family friendly here, or?
Yes, we are family friendly till every day at 8 o'clock, and then we go to 21 and up for our adult friends, so they can enjoy the video games with a little less screaming. Maybe a little more cussing.
Yeah, there is that, especially if we're playing some pinball.
Absolutely, been there.
So, and then you're also running tournaments here, correct?
Yes, so we run weekly tournaments, Sundays at 2. Every tournament is IFPA rated. So make sure that you got your number and everything ready when you come up. If you don't, we can get you signed up real fast. It's a super easy process. And it's a very beginner-friendly format for now. So we'll have more tournaments to offer in the future as far as high stakes. Maybe give away a pinball machine at the end of the summer. Not entirely sure. So.
Wow, that's really. I hope that happens.
I really do too. Yeah.
That would be really something there. That would be. That's like the big time there. Now you're playing like you're Stern. You know, It's like going here. Look, come to this tournament. Win that. So that's really exciting. And I noticed that you have like tap takeover tournaments and stuff like that.
Yes. So on the 12th of March, we are going to have a tap takeover, our very first, with our neighbors up the street at Replay Brewing. That is going to be a good event. They're going to bring in their house beers. We're going to open up a couple of our taps, and we're going to do tons of merchandise giveaway between the two companies, gift card giveaways, and all that kind of stuff. So we hope that more of those will come in the future, because we do have quite a few breweries popping up here in Rock Hill for sure. I mean, there's already quite a few established. We got Dust Off and Slow Play across the street. So these are people that we are hoping to get involved in this in the future, to bring local beer to our local tournaments. So that would be really awesome.
It really is, because we're in Old Town Rock Hill right now. And so what does that mean? I saw the flags going, "Welcome to Old Town, Old Town, Old Town." So
Old Town is referring to our more historic moments down here on Main Street, as far as some of the buildings are quite old, maybe older than you and I put together. And it's bringing life back to the more older buildings in our on Main Street, as far
because this is it's a neat building too, because this building, we're actually below ground right now.
Yes,
so we came down our stairs. I've often wondered what it would be like to bring pinball machines in every time into a downtown arcade. Because how many machines
downstairs is difficult sometimes, to tell you that.
Because how many machines do you have here then?
We have 24 pinball machines.
24 pinball machines.
Offering pretty much all of Stern's newest lineup and some holy grails, including Theater of Magic, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Twilight Zone, and we have an original Jurassic Park as well, Tommy the Pinball Wizard. These machines you just can't find at most bars, because lots of moving parts, lots of things that break. So. Well,
and I even noticed on our walkthrough that you have a championship pub here that is just beautiful.
Absolutely. Very proud of our champion pub. Only 1,369 of those games were made, so I was very happy when we got that one added. It's quite the tournament shaker too. You never know, you'll walk in first and come out right last. So
absolutely,
very good machine. All the goodies in it, new mirror blades, LED swap, so you won't find one better around.
Well, that was catching my attention too, because I noticed that you're definitely not just a barcade where you're seeing nothing but pros in the lineup. I mean, I saw a few LEs back there. Your Batman 66, I mean, it even has a light up Batmobile.
Yeah,
I've never seen
all
it
kinds
with
of custom mods on it. Absolutely. Got to have those goodies in there for the people that come out and play them all the time. They recognize those little things that are just different. The Riddler green instead of the white. All that good stuff. So.
Yeah, no, and it just always adds something for people who play a lot. To sit there and go, okay, well, this is my opportunity to play a game that not everybody necessarily has access to. Maybe they have a pro at home or their local place, but now I can come over here and play a Star Wars LE. And that's a
Absolutely.
pretty neat setup, especially, and then you've got a pretty decent lineup of your Chicago gaming.
Yes, we do have all the Chicago gaming remakes. Very good company. They build a solid machine. They're quite heavy, accurate to what their counterparts probably weighed back in the 90s. So lots of good things coming from Chicago Gaming Company. Really enjoy them, and we look forward to doing business with them for years, for sure.
So how do you decide what games are coming in? What's the process there?
Well, as you see, we do have quite the squish in back there.
Correct.
24 of them. They are quite close. So as new games are developed, we'll take into account which machines it looks like people are enjoying, ones they're not. That typically comes from a revenue standpoint.
Okay.
So we do take the opinion in of our guests as well. Now, do they have final say? No. Sometimes these machines are the ones they want are a little more expensive than we would and we anticipate. However, we do always try to have the newest ones on lineup. So we do have this nice trading system with our sister store down in Merle's Inlet.
Oh, that's right, because there's more than one. So there's two of you.
Yes.
There's Player One up Rock Hill, and then there's Player One up
in Merle's Inlet.
Merle's Inlet.
Okay. Yep.
That's
right
on
there
the
off of Highway 17, about 20 minutes south of Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So if we have a game they want, or they have a game we want, we'll just do a little swap back and forth, and sometimes that little bit of change is what somebody needed to have a freshened up lineup. We also take into account that certain games, once they've run their run, we'll swap it out. We may trade it for another game, like we did with Champion Pub and Jurassic Park. Traded a nicer machine for two. So so sometimes it depends on what you got, is what that pinball person's really looking for. Because some people bend over backwards for a certain machine.
Oh, so, absolutely.
I believe we have No Fear coming to the lineup very soon. Tommy will be leaving.
Okay.
But that game is also another wonderful Williams machine. Absolutely high octane, lots of jump ramps, all kind of crazy stuff. So when you bring in those new yet fresh look, that's how you get it. And you can move a machine 2 or 3 spaces, and you never know. Someone will notice it there versus right there.
Oh, so. Gotcha, yeah, because then all of a sudden you put it on the end cap type of deal, and now it's like, oh, look at this.
I didn't even know they had this.
Something new here. This place has been open for how many years now?
So we are coming up on 4 years in August, so a little over 3.5 years.
Right now you're coins and tokens, but there's a chat about going over to card readers. What's the thought process on that?
So right now all our machines do accept quarters and tokens. You can purchase tokens at the bar or through your combo meals, or we have change machine ATM here as well. But we are excited to make the move. Probably early summer, we will be going to a card reading system.
So summer 23.
Summer 23. You'll come in, you'll get your card at the kiosk, kind of like you're at a higher end arcadery, I would say. And you're going to come in, you'll load your card up with what you want, you'll walk up, there'll be a card reader, and you'll just scan it in, and it'll take the credits off the card. So no coin jams, none of that. All that goodness will go away, and you'll just be playing faster. And then we can also offer awesome kind of deals that we're thinking about, as far as like maybe a 50% off games for a happy hour, because the machines will be able to be turned just like that.
Wow.
And that's an awesome step in there. And then it'll also tell us what games are probably broken if nobody's putting money in it right away. We can check those things right away, instead of someone saying, hey, got a quarter stuck, okay, cool. And then I go in there and there's about a week's worth of quarters in there. So, all jammed in there. Shocked how many little quarters can fit in those things. I think the record's about $7 in one coin back here.
Wow.
Without exploding.
Wow.
So.
Well, that's it's just a great place. It seemed like in this short period of time, you've really come up with a formula that I think a lot of people, we're always talking about how do you support and get people to know about pinball. And this idea of building it in with your food package and your drink package, going, hey, I've got these tokens in my pocket, why not go use them and see what's there? It really makes you kind of an ambassador for South Carolina pinball, which is really neat. So we're just tickled to death to be here. So I really do appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Please visit our sponsor, Comet Pinball.
Comet Pinball has what you need to make your dim machines look better than new. They have the largest selection of bulbs from the exotic to the mundane, and even their exclusive matrix lighting system, which makes it easy to boldly add lighting where no lighting has gone before. Visit cometpinball.com. Hi, Glenn Hoffman.
Duane Mitchell. Nice
Duane?
to make acquaintance.
Nice to meet you. We are here because you are one of the main players from over here at Player One Up in this Rock Hill location, correct?
Absolutely, love it.
So how often are you here?
At least 3, 4, 5, it's according, so it differs, but I love this place. So we frequent, and this is our main hang. Like to meet people, get drinks, play some games. They've got a good mix of the old school games and the new, and this one being a wonderful example.
So we're getting ready to play Theater of Magic. This is awesome.
Fabulous. This is a wonderful example of one, and it plays great, and it's fun to play.
Well, she's in beautiful condition. So we've got two people ready to go. Let's go ahead and get a ball going, and we'll just keep chatting, and we'll see how we do. So now, you play tournaments here, but do you play tournaments anywhere else then?
Well, I mean, that was not good.
We all
I got ball saved.
Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute.
You're a regular here. This machine loves you.
Yeah,
that's a pretty long
right?
ball save for that game.
Yeah, really. I don't think it was going to do that. Really, just play. This is my main place to play pinball, and unless I'm traveling, and then I've been all over the place, and from Vegas, wherever, but this is my favorite place in town in this area. And tournament-wise, I just play here and there. It is hard to play and talk.
It is, I told you.
And so if they got a tournament, I try to make it.
Okay,
as much as I can.
But do you play in any tournaments like elsewhere then? Like, have you ever?
Yeah, I've played at the CPCS.
Okay.
And so I played in a few of those tournaments. They had it at Murrell's Inlet location, so we went down there and played at that, which is a fabulous place too. They had great games, great food.
Well, it's pretty cool because of the fact that you guys have enough tournaments here that by predominantly playing here, you've gotten yourself IFPA rated to the point where you are in top 50 in the state or something like that right now, and that's a pretty good run for a person who predominantly plays in a single location. That's
Right.
neat that they give you that many opportunities.
Yeah,
So
come on, I got robbed on that one.
in a tournament, if you see a modern CGC or a modern Stern, or you see a Bally Williams, what would you say is your sweet spot? What's the one that when you see it, you go, haha, they're going to be in trouble today because we're playing a classic or we're playing a modern?
If it's one of the games that I feel more comfortable with here, and I've played on many times, and you know well, I like to say I play good on some of these, but to be honest with you, it's hit or miss. That's pinball. So, but I feel more comfortable on the newer games usually. Yeah, and believe it or not, they seem to be a little more forgiving, some of them, and these some of these old games, they won't give you nothing, buddy. You don't play the best game you got it right off the bat, you're not getting another chance at it, because it'll drain, and that's the end of it. So I'll play until I'm basically GC in the area, and then take a break for a minute.
So are you using Insider Connected then as a way of keeping yourself on the leaderboard, or?
Yeah, and we do some good competitions here too. So.
Oh really? Like what?
Well, they've got the where they have a monthly competition, and they actually give you basically, I call it my beer money. Whenever I do good on a competition, and it's usually the Stern games.
Okay.
And Insider. So it's all working off the Insider, and so you can actually win money for playing pinball. And monthly from like the 15th to the 15th,
Okay.
they have a tournament basically where you sign in, you play, it keeps the leaderboard, and whoever's got the top score for that month. So I may have GC on a game, but I'll be darned if I can get that on top of that leaderboard every month, I swear to you. And so
Because
it
it's
is
totaling up all the games then,
Yeah.
not just...
and
so
it
you're-
changes every month. So they'll have a leaderboard up there, and every month it will change, start over. But it is very fun. I think that gets people in here playing, and it's a little bit of reward with it, and I kind of like that.
Well, but this idea of turning it into, like you said, I'm going to be up here anyway, and I'm playing pinball, and I get
little
cash prizes. How can I go wrong there?
Oh no, that's my beer money, so I love it. But you know, there's some since that started, competition got real stout, buddy.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what it is, but people came out of the woodwork, come play and put up a high score, and so it's gotten. You should see some of the high scores. I mean, they've been killing it. So it's made it really interesting and challenging.
Yeah.
So I love it.
We love it when there's good competition. So hey,
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
it more than you know. Thank
no,
you very much, and thanks for letting us play. And
I enjoyed it.
You beat me. I thought in the beginning, at the end of ball one, I had a chance, but it just seemed to not be in the cards again.
Well, we had fun.
Always having fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. So what did we learn today? We learned today that there are people out there who are really bringing pinball into the mainstream. This concept of offering pizza and you get to play pinball. To buy a beer, you get to play pinball. These are really fascinating ideas that really bring new people into the sport. These tap takeovers where you have local breweries coming on over, something people are familiar with, but it involves pinball. It's really awesome. We even talked to the owner afterwards, and when we were talking to him, he talked about putting TVs facing the outside. Not that uncommon, but these are going to be showing pinball games being played on the inside. That's how you turn people on to pinball. This is what we love. Thank you for joining us. Please like this video, like and subscribe to our Facebook page, and always follow us on our .com at TiltTrek.com. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Let's go on a road trip with the sun in our face. We have a full tank of gas. We can go any place. North, south, east, west, it doesn't really matter. Let's leave this town. We can drive forever. It doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Let's go on a road trip. It doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. Let's go